default. Let's do, here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me. Hopefully that's not too loud. I can lower it if need be, but yeah. Okay, figured that out. Hopefully you can hear now. But yeah, thanks for stopping in the stream for a bit. I appreciate it. I know this isn't really the usual thing that I do on YouTube, but sweet. I'm glad you can hear. Yeah. Let me kind of look here. The bit rate is pretty ass though, I will say. Let's see if I turn the quality up. Kind of surprised that the quality isn't better. It's not terrible, but yeah. Don't really know. Maybe I can increase the bit rate that I'm streaming at or something in the future. I'll have to look at that stuff, but yeah. Let me know if I'm too loud or anything like that. I can kind of adjust that as we go. But yeah, I'm not really doing anything crazy right now. We could probably do like, probably try to get some music rolling. Let's do this. I gotta get my speakers on right. Let me kind of turn this down though. Oh geez, it's already as low as it can go. Okay. Alright, so you guys should be able to hear a little bit of music going on. But yeah, so I guess the reason why I'm actually like live streaming on YouTube right now is I kind of wanted to test it out, do a little bit of a test drive, kind of low adjusting the mic volume because it kind of seems to be peaking a little bit here and there. Could probably continue to make this bigger. Like I'm just not too happy with the bit rate on at the moment. Let me okay. All right. But yeah, the other day I recorded some vlog stuff for the channel, so that snippets of that are going to be going up over the next week or so, couple weeks or something like that. And yeah, I just figured I want to have a more like live kind of back and forth with people, so I feel like that'd be good for my mental health as well at the moment. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. We could do a visualizer. View. How do you do the visualize? Thought you could do that, but maybe you can't. Tools. Dang. All right. Well. Yep. I guess it doesn't look too bad. kind of watching the stream on the side. It doesn't look terrible, but could be better. Could probably increase the bitrate or something. We can always just... Oh, you know what? It's kind of weird. I'm just noticing that it actually has not increased the size of the camera at all. Yeah, it's not bad. But I just realized that none of the changes that I've been making have been going through actually, so let's try doing that. Get my face blown up for you. But yeah, dude. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit here. I don't really know how long I'm gonna go for, but I just thought I'd hop on and see what's going on. See how things go. I normally live stream on Twitch, playing like games and stuff like that if I'm gaming, but yeah, kind of I figured YouTube might be a good place to kind of live stream more of just like a just chatting kind of style stream. So have a more chill kind of environment for something like this. So we can just kind of hang out, chill. We don't need to do anything crazy. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Of course, we can kind of talk about the world and stuff that's going on if we want to, but a lot of people might think this is just kind of boring, which I mean, I wouldn't. I'm right there with you, but I kind of just want a way to that I can kind of, interact with people more easily. Snow's blowing, trapped inside. Ah, damn. I feel that. It was really nice weather the last like a few days ago, but we kind of just went straight back down to the cold, and now we're going back up again. Otherwise, I would probably try to get outside or something, but it's just a little chilly, so here I am. I don't know if you guys can even really hear the music. I can actually turn it up, but I'll just turn it down for me and my ears. Let's see. Is that even coming through? Oh yeah, it is, but not very much. Barely. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear just fine. Oh, you can't? Can't hear nothing? Hmm. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. It's there, but it's just low. That's what I wanted to check. Might be too loud now. Just kind of keep it in the background. Hopefully that's alright. Oh, visualizations. Here we go. Classic. This'll really fuck the bit rate up though. Thoughts on reincarnation? Interesting. I like the question. Let's see. So, okay. See, I can always I can just keep it turned up for you. This is interesting though. You're only hearing the bass, huh? Huh. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. I think I had like noise suppression on it. Okay. So now it should sound normal. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll just kind of keep it lower. But so yeah, that's a kind of a tough question, to be honest. So, in my opinion, there's nothing ruling out reincarnation, right? Like, reincarnation is definitely possible. It's absolutely a possibility. There's no way that we could possibly rule it out, you know? So, in my opinion, I mean, I've never been like super religious or anything. I've never practiced like any religious practices or anything. But I've always felt like, you know, other than reincarnation, how do you explain the fact that we've ended up, you know, in this life at this time, right? Because like I find it hard to believe that everything is completely random and you only get one shot at life, and that's it, you know. Does this have a performance mode? Let's see. Does normal OBS have a performance like mode? Trying to see. Usually it's like somewhere in here. That's okay if we can't, but edit, preview scaling. But yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question a little bit. Like, yeah, I mean, I've recently started becoming really a lot more interested in like Buddhism and stuff like that. I've been watching a lot of content from like Buddhist monks and stuff like that that are around the world, and that stuff's been really helpful for me. Like, just all the concepts that exist in Buddhism are really like helpful. I have a past life experience, or what I believe to be a past life experience, that I remember as far back as 3 to 4 years old. It has stayed with me your entire life. Okay, interesting. Yeah, can't really say I've had you know, any like past experience like lives kind of come to me. That's kind of one of those things. It's like it's hard to you know, you obviously you can't really prove those things, but you know, there's no way to rule everything out, you know. What kind of stuff do you remember from it, if you don't mind? Because that's kind of one of those things about reincarnation that I don't particularly, I find hard to believe, in all honesty. That's just one of those things, like, it doesn't make a lot of logical sense of how it would be possible for experiences from whatever past life you might have had. I don't see the link of how it can happen exactly, but in terms of reincarnation, I feel like that's totally possible. I just don't know if I believe in the idea of past lives. I just don't know if I believe that those experiences can like somehow jump to you in your current life, you know what I mean? I just don't know. I'm all for like near death experiences, like out of body experiences and stuff like that. I totally get that stuff, but so as a 3 to 4 year old, I had a memory of being strapped to a medical table with a doctor looking down on me and a person viewing me from a. Okay. See that's a lot more like reasonable, right? Like that's a pretty reasonable experience. I think that you could have as a child in a sense because I mean when we're kids and we're just coming into this world and stuff, we go through a lot of um, like experiences in the hospitals and stuff like that. So never had a medical procedure during that time. Right. Okay. Yeah. Um, it's interesting. It is interesting. Like, hmm. That is, yeah. I'm just thinking of like, all the time that you spend before you become like, you know, fully aware of everything that's going on around you before that time, before that point. You're basically absorbing your surroundings without any context, really. And I think it's possible that, maybe you had those experiences earlier in life. My mother said I was recalling circumcision. That's not possible to have a memory from days old. Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, and maybe it wasn't just, the circumcision. Maybe you kind of, I don't know. It's definitely tough. Hmm. Interesting, though. I mean, it's definitely not really totally possible to have like a full memory of like that, a couple days old. So I completely get that. I'm almost 50, so for the time period, there was not a lot of exposure to medicals. Okay, right. Media, live TV. That does make sense. Hmm. Yeah. Turn down the music a little bit here. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I don't really know, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. But I kind of get the whole, like, having like, the whole doctor scenario, right? Like, you've got people that you don't know in a very, like, clean and proper setting, just looking down on you and, like, observing you, right? Right. Yeah, man, I get that for sure. It's just a weird kind of like image in your head from before you were fully conscious and aware, right? So, yeah. Um that's kind of where I end up usually drawing the line though, like, the brain is a very powerful thing, dude. Like, if you believe something to be true, like that's basically it's true for you, right? It's just something, yeah, yeah. So it's kind of tough, like I always try to like be reasonable and like, because like if it was a truly like a past life experience, I mean, just think of the like long-term like consequences. How would, if past life experiences were able to be transferred from life to life, just think about how different life could be. And in a way, life experience, I believe we can create any reality, right? And reality is really only, it's really only in our heads, right? Like, I mean, it's really hard to, like, everything that we think we know about the universe is just, we've kind of sort of had to think it through ourselves, right? So let's see. I'm kind of wondering, I want to see really quick if I can see OBS performance mode. But yeah, I have a pretty firm belief that consciousness really is the only thing that makes anything real, and consciousness in and of itself isn't real at all. So it's kind of, it's like a weird thing, right? Like, it's, and real, I mean, by real I mean more like material. It's not like, it's not something you can hold, it's not something that you can perceive, you know. Okay. Alright, so preview scaling. Should be able to hide the preview, right? Hide in mixer. Oops. Hide transition. Click the video feed. So you might only exist as a construct of my consciousness and vice versa. I could be talking to myself right now. I mean, see, now we're getting into really deep shit, right? If you ask me, technically, like, we're both just like the universe experiencing itself from a different perspective at this moment, right? So if we're all just the universe experiencing itself from a different perspective at the same time, basically, then if we're all just the universe, then we're all just the same thing, communicating with itself, basically, right? So you are right. You are absolutely right. Um, you could be talking to yourself right now, and technically I'm talking to myself right now. So that is absolutely true. Absolutely. Do projector preview. Add application audio. Scene collection. I gotta look this up. I guess I could also, like, just not even have it on or like open, but deselect enable preview. Oh. I can't. I can't, it's stuck. I can't undo preview. In studio mode. Let's see. Your Panasonic 3D0? Is that, I don't even know what that is. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Wait, what the? Did that just... Oh, that is so weird. What? Huh. That's crazy. You can, like, pull windows out of OBS. That's weird. Now it's, like, super stretched. 90s console. Oh. Is that a gaming console? Pre-PS1. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, PS1 is like... That's about as far as I go, man. That's about as far back as I go. Yeah. I gotta make this smaller. Try to just do it like this, but it's trying to like embed it into OBS. File settings. Theme. Mm-hmm. 32-bit CD console. Oh wow. Playing games off of CDs. Jeez. That's yeah. That is wild. It's kind of funny that you mention like PlayStation and stuff because this is the sound. The games that this music is from is called Armored Core, and Armored Core I think originated on the PlayStation 1. It first came out on the PlayStation 1. Dude, I gotta figure this out. There's gotta be a way. Scene collection. How do I exit studio mode? I don't know. View. Reset UI. I guess. Lock preview. Yeah, I don't know. Preview's just kind of stuck. But, oh well. We'll just minimize it. Uh-oh. Now I don't have my... That's okay, we'll just do it from here. Pop out. Pop out the YouTube chat. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm back. All right. So yeah, we're not really doing a whole lot or anything crazy right now. I'm just shooting the shit, hanging out. Let's see how long we've been going for. About 30 minutes. Pretty good. Might go for like an hour, hour and a half at most. Uh, yeah, the soundtrack for Armored Core is just incredible. It's like old, you know, old style electronic, like, you know, just really low poly music, basically, like low quality but high quality at the same time. Like, I don't know, something about this music just I can't get enough of it. Can even crank the bass up. Down, down, down. Mhm. Oh, okay. So now I can close the preview. Okay, I figured it out. Finally. Damn it. That might help. It's kind of crazy. This takes a lot more power to do these visualizations than you think. Doesn't look bad though. Ooh. What am I, just getting stoned? I wish. Unfortunately, not right now. This is kind of what I'm doing as an alternative, actually. Since I don't have the option to do so at the moment, sadly. Visual scream, I'm not high. Yeah, well, I guess I'm using the visualizations for that effect, right? It definitely helps. But yeah, we're just hanging out, just listening into some music, and you know, I don't know, we're just kind of chilling here. Kind of a little test drive, YouTube live, first time ever. Figured I'd see what happens. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, brother. But yeah, definitely not high enough for this shit. Absolutely not. We are going through the the tunnel. Oh, hell yeah, brother. That's what I like to hear. That is exactly what I want to hear. Get high for me. How about that? Cause yeah. we everybody needs it. Everybody needs it. Here and there, you know. It gives you that boost, you know. We all need something. The only reason I'm not stoned out of my mind right now is because I don't have any. So it's kind of fun to, you know, I like smoking, but I've gotten a little carried away with it. Um, you know, I can't when I have it, I can't stop myself. You know, it's a constant thing, and I don't know. As much as I enjoy it, eventually it loses its effect for me. So I kind of have to find a way to take breaks here and there. But honestly, it's usually not by choice. So but yeah, dude. I really wish I had some. I can't say I don't. I can't say I don't, but you know, I've got to find a way to enjoy things without it. You know, if I figure out how to enjoy life sometimes without it, you know, because that's something I've kind of struggled with. Is I've kind of ended up being too lenient on it to make myself feel good, I guess, right? Uh, it depends for everyone. It's different for everyone, right? Like, for me, too much is like probably. I mean, I was going through about an ounce every 2 weeks, or like, no, probably about an ounce a month, I think. And I think that's somewhat reasonable, but like, when you're I don't know. I didn't like the fact that I'd become so reliant on it to like handle certain stuff. Like it got to the point for me where like I was using it basically to because I would just break down in my you know otherwise without it. Like I really you know it's kind of tough. Um, you know when you've got like mental health issues and you know you become reliant on a substance like that to kind of bring you out of it. That's just my experience, though. I can't say anything wrong about it. You know, you ever think about all the data that could be collected about a person, and if you used it to make a map of what they would look like inside their heads? The data that could be collected about a person, and if you used it to make a map of what they would look like inside their heads. Uh, yeah, I don't know if I'm high enough for this, bro. Fuck. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think about that all the time. Honestly, I don't. I'm not 100% sure what you're trying to say. Uh, if you use the data you can collect about a person and use it to make a map of what they would look like inside. Yeah, I don't know what you're. I'm I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. You got me on that one. You stun locked me there. But yeah, I mean that's something to think about though, right? Like all the data that's out there about, say, all the data that's available on the internet about you personally. Just watch the screen. Yeah, that's probably what I should be doing instead. That'll help. Please, please. This is too much for me. Calm me down. I need help. Oh. But yeah, I mean, there's something to it, right? Though, like all the data that's available about you online could be used to create like a fake version of you, right? I mean, it is scary, but that's kind of the way we're headed as a society, right? Like with AI and everything, we're eventually you're gonna be on YouTube Live, scrolling through YouTube Live, and you're not even gonna know if the person that's live is real or not. Like, and you're gonna be able to type in the chat and everything, and they'll respond to you like a normal person would, and you won't even ever know. It's, like, you're gonna have to be really dialed in to like everything if you want to ever be able to tell if someone is an AI or not or some shit, you know? That stuff is we're getting there too, man. Like some of the latest like AI generated footage is kind of insane. So, definitely definitely got some talking points, some thinking points in that sentence there. In a way, the AI we use now, let's see, is in a way all of us. The AI we use now, in a way, is in a way all of us. Right, right. It's trained on all the data, you know, that has been collected by these companies. I mean, it's a huge amalgamation of people that these AI models are basically learning how to work on. And it's just like, I don't know. It's freaky. It's pretty freaky. Just knowing that there could be, you know, it's not like a human being or someone that's watching you. It's like this like cold machine that just is it's watching you, and it's like trying to figure out what you're gonna do next, and like figure out what advertisements should I show this person so that they'll have the highest chance of clicking on the ad and purchasing the product. Like, I'm good, man. I mean, that's really like AI is mainly just gonna be used for like to sell shit. Did something happen with my visualization here? It's what's going on? It broke. Why? Okay, we're on disk 16. Let me restart that. And then, God, how did I do this? Wait, I'm not even watching live on my on that. Okay. You. Do. Yeah. Well. Visualizations. Here we go. All right. Back in business. But yeah, I appreciate a couple of you guys stopping in and kind of shooting the shit with me a little bit. It's kind of the whole point, I guess, of the stream. See if anybody will pop in and see what we can get the conversation to go about, I guess. It's kind of weird because like I feel kind of weird not like actually doing anything on a live stream other than just talking. Like it doesn't feel right. Feels like I've got to always be doing something, you know, like I should be playing a game, you know, or you know, I don't know. But hey, that's kind of the mentality I need to work on for myself. I need to not be so stressed out about like always making progress in something, you know, like it's just you can't always be making progress at every point in your life. So it's hard to slow down. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean that's part of it, right? Like once you get going so fast, it's like, bro, I don't want to slow down, man. Yep. Normally that's what I do too. Normally, that is exactly what I do. Just a plastic bag floating in the wind. But yeah, all the time. I mean, what even are we really? I mean, we call ourselves human beings. And that's kind of like a way for us to differentiate ourselves from everything else that's alive. But I don't know. We don't really know exactly what we actually are. I mean, I think, in all honesty, I think we're just like we're the universe experiencing itself. So it's really not a whole lot more to it than that. It's like as soon as you start attaching yourself to anything in life, like you start to suffer, you know? Because you get attached to one thing. And we all know nothing lasts forever, so you get attached to things and we just we get stuck. We don't know how to break away from the ideas that we have of ourselves. Know the two-dimensional. Think about what we are. Know the two-dimensional. I mean, I love two dimensions. God knows I love me some two-dimensional stuff, like cartoons and anime and that kind of stuff. I'm not too sure what you're getting at. the two-dimensional. I mean, this visualizer is two-dimensional as well. But yeah, basically, this is what I'm doing instead of just doing nothing and smoking weed and shit. It's kind of like my the only thing I could think of that would like occupy me without me feeling fucking depressed and shit. I see you know your eyes has its... I see you know your eyes has its own part of the brain. Right. That is denser. Your eyes have its own part of the brain that's denser. It's like the video card. Yeah. That is one way to think of it. Yeah. I mean, that is, you know, that does make a lot of sense. And who's to say that machines aren't, like, maybe machines and, like, computers and stuff like that are what the universe is made for, right? Like, maybe the universe, maybe that's what people are here for, is to make a machine out of everything. But I don't know. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like the video card sends in its information to you somewhere, and whatever you are in that world, I think, is only the two-dimensional. Oh, okay. So you're saying that, like, our brain doesn't, like, really process things in 3 dimension? Like, our vision is basically, it's kind of like a video, how it's like video, technically video isn't 3 dimensional, but because of the quality of it, it can give you that effect. I don't know. Because of the depth of the resolution and everything, it can, with color and everything, it can give you the, yeah, it gives you the impression basically that it's real. And it's the same thing with graphics and stuff. Like, honestly, as graphics have gotten better in video games, I feel like there's less, because, like, now that graphics are so good, you're not really escaping the real world when you sit down and play them. You're basically, like, emulating the real world by playing video games nowadays. So, you know, a lot of times video games can't even be the escape that people are looking for anymore. Because, I mean, it's just like a simulation of the real world eventually, and that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of why, like, I don't really agree with the idea that everything needs to always be getting more complex. I would never say it's not real. Um, like it, like the world, or sorry, I'm not following very well. And it sends in, it's like the video card, and it sends its information to you somewhere, and whatever you are in that world, I think, is only the two-dimensional. Saying we built the computers to model the brain. Right. Yeah. And so in a sense, the brain is like the first computer, right? Like, it's the precursor to all computational like equipment. You know, I got you. And everything, yeah. I mean, who's to say that like bacteria and like lower life forms basically don't perceive the world in a two-dimensional way? At some point, awake or not, we must be fighting for what we needed to understand. Awake or not, we must be fighting for what we needed to understand. Yeah. It's like, I mean, that's the whole point of life, is like to, it's like, yeah, the whole point of life is to figure everything out and basically take our universe and like alchemic, you know, alchemize it. I honestly, I just feel like we're in an endless cycle, right? Like we're always going to be heading towards the next thing, and there's never going to be like there can't be nothing indefinitely forever, right? I feel like eventually things have to happen. I don't know. I'm just kind of fucking. We've gone to. We've gone off the rails here. Let's just say that. But yeah, it is definitely interesting to think about, right? Because like, if I feel like life is trying to mimic. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, man. You watch that? Oh yeah, brother. Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, sir. That's like one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, I mean that was probably like my favorite anime for a good while. But that's the whole thing, right? It's like I feel like the whole point of the universe is to like take take everything that exists and turn it into something new and different over and over and over again. And there's really no end to it, you know? Like I want my arm back. Yeah, the Full Metal Alchemist arm, the full automail. Yeah, automail's badass. We can all agree on that. Oh yeah, the scars tattoos on his arm. That'd be dope as fuck. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is one of those anime that definitely had an impact on me when I was growing up. I think it's always those like shorter form, like well-crafted stories that impact you more than like, because like I mean we can talk about like Naruto and Bleach. I mean those shows are great. Don't get me wrong, they had a big impact on me, but there's something about like the storytelling and like the shorter form stuff that I really like, because you don't need all the time in the world to tell a compelling story. You just the stone. It's the stone. Yeah, man. We all need a we all need the philosopher's stone, brother. Life of the dead. Yeah. We all want the stone. Yeah, the philosopher's stone. I mean, it's the whole like the concept of it, right? You know, I mean, people a long time ago were pursuing stuff like that. These like these ideas of like, you know, the elixir of life and stuff like that. You know, something you could just drink and it'll let you live forever. I mean, it's a lot of times ideas ideas like that can really get people into trouble, right? I mean, just look at how much stuff Edward and them ended up going through trying to get it and get their bodies back. I mean, it's that pursuit of like infinite power that that always gets people into messes. Yeah. It was what reached out in the unknown, or to the unknown. Right. It's like that there's also something to the fact that like I don't know if like everything can't be known, right? Um, I feel like there's a limit. Like you can't know what's happening in like an entirely different universe, right? Like there are limits to like how we can like things have to be, I feel like they've got to be kind of local for us to be able to know stuff. Okay. Oh, I just noticed. I thought you were a different person because your like profile picture changed. uh, I mean, it's possible. Like, who's to say, right? I mean, it's just I don't know. It's yeah, it's kind of beyond my comprehension, I guess. I think maybe it's possible to know those things, to know stuff about many like instances of like universes and stuff like that. Maybe it is possible to kind of observe to be able to observe into another universe, right? Maybe. But I feel like you'd have to be so powerful that you couldn't like exist like I don't know if you could exist alongside anything else. Like I feel like it would just have to be, you know, like a singular person or something that has to exist at such a crazy level that you can. You ever watch the vids on brain damage? Uh, I can't say I have. I'm sure there's like all kinds of crazy shit that happens though for people that have certain parts of their brain that are like malfunctioning and shit. I can't even imagine that. Like I've got enough trouble dealing with my brain. Like some people are like you know, schizophrenic and stuff like that where they cut the left and then the right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen those. Hmm. could try to maybe figure out a way to get the chat on the screen for you guys if you'd like. That way you guys don't have to. You guys could have a full screen or something if you wanted, but. How long we been going? Hour and 14 minutes? Right. So what did they do? What did they do and what did they, like, find about it? I suppose. Oh, you're good, man. You're totally good. Okay, so left. Okay, so you're saying that they cut the connection of the left and right brains, so they couldn't talk to each other? Huh. I may do so. A hemispherectomy is a rare surgery that either removes or disconnects half of the brain from the other half. Okay. It treats mostly children and some adults who have seizures that don't respond to medicine. Huh. So only one side of your brain talks and the other side just watches, and the one that watches will pick stuff up and do stuff, and the side that can talk uh, will outright lie. Okay, to stay in control. Okay, that is cool. Now I definitely knew that each half of your brain basically does different stuff. Hmm. It's like one side is the more logical side, and then the other side is like just pure, like, I don't know, instinct, I guess. Because I mean, if you think about it, right, why do people lie? And it's mostly because, you know, you're scared of the consequences of the truth, basically. So you lie your way out of things. I don't think it's logic. Okay. Say if it is from the two-dimensional. I would say if it is from the two-dimensional. Hmm. I would say if it is from. I would say if it is from the two-dimensional. Okay, so you're saying that logic only works in two dimensions. It needs all the other systems. Hmm. Hmm. Saying it might see all of it. Okay. So you're saying one side sees it all, but it would need the rest to stay in time. To understand even if it had to lie. Hmm. Let's say if it is from the two-dimensional. Needs all the other systems. Yeah, I'm honestly, this is starting to kind of go over my head a little bit. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. What do you smoke, by the way? What you smoking on? Hell yeah. I gotta know. Lately I've been just smoking like wax out of a vape pen. It's usually my go-to. But it's okay. I don't really need to fully wrap my head around what you're saying. You know what you're trying to say, and that's what matters, right? That's what matters. Bum bum. Oh, damn. That sounds fire. Damn, he didn't just give you a big bag for free, did he? If he did, hey man, hit me up. Hit me up. Uh, yeah, I wish I knew people that grew their own stuff. I've only like met one person in my life. No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I have not. I'd love to. I mean, that would be amazing, honestly. I mean, it's stuff's been there for me more than anything else in my life, so I'd love to start growing it. It's just I don't have like a medical card or anything like that, so I couldn't really legally do it right now. I could probably get one, it's just that costs money. Right. Before it's time to grow more, right? Yeah, that's incredible, man. I wish I knew people around that that just grew it and you know kind of just handed it out. Like that'd be awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. But yeah, um, you know, I have a weird relationship with weed. As much as I love it, I think I would like it more if I could ingest it without smoking, but I don't know if I can because I have tried multiple times. I've tried edibles multiple times and I can't really say that I've gotten any effects from them. Um, maybe I've just had some bad edibles or something, but I mean, I've had edibles given to me from people that have told me that they're amazing and they still didn't really do anything for me. So it really sucks. Like, if I could, I would probably. It's a weed if you can keep it. If you can keep it outside, you just have to water it. That's crazy. I guess that's why they call it weed, huh? Yeah, it's probably pretty easy to take care of and grow it. But of course, if you want it to be really good quality, then you'd probably want like a whole like hydroponics setup and everything, keep everything like dialed in, like right temperatures, right environment. But I mean, yeah, just grow it outside, man. Oh, so I mean, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you could be right. That is probably true. It's about where you are, right? Yeah. Because if you're in a good place that it's accustomed to, then that would be the perfect place, and life thrives outside. So I believe life is truly able to thrive when it's in its natural environment. If you have to use lights and your amount of light, if you have to use lights, right? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it is definitely interesting. I just feel like when you're growing stuff like that, it's you probably want to have it more secure and less like people just jumping over your fence and getting into it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that would ever happen, but I feel like I haven't even heard this song before. But I've listened to this all these albums. Like Greenhouse with a tomato plant. It's enough cover as long. As you get the stuff you can't see through so easy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. People won't even know. Won't even know. Keep the plants in or off the plastic. Yeah, I mean, it's something I would do if yeah, I just maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can really do it here. It's not like my house, so I can't really say that I could do it here. But if I had my own place, you know, I'd be on that. I would be on it. Cause not having to spend money on this shit, I mean, that would be incredible. The problem is I like my concentrates, so I'd have to give that up a little bit, or just, you know, use that here and there still, if I can get it. But yeah, no, absolutely not. In Minecraft, we're talking about in Minecraft right now. Um, so yeah, it's just a casual conversation about farming in Minecraft. That's all it is. Just make it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, that's how everybody else does it, right? So, yeah, it'd be awesome though. It's probably one of the few things that I'd love to grow myself. It's just like, yeah, gotta be gotta be allowed to do it first, right? Gotta get that medical card. Yeah, damn. You find one old person who wants to try it. Let them get the card. Ah. And then grow it for them, huh? Put your name as their... Ah. There you go. If only I knew some old people. Yeah, yeah. Let's find some old people in Minecraft real fast. Man. Yeah, that's funny. It is, you know, it's one way to do it for sure. It's too bad I don't know any old people that are looking to try it anytime soon. Tell you what, these visualizers are getting me through it right now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I might not be bad at fucking gardening, bro. Like, honestly, I've always been like a more nature-oriented kind of person, so I feel like you're right. I probably wouldn't be too bad at it. But I don't really have that much experience in cultivating plants, so it probably takes some work, some learning. Yeah, wouldn't need like a whole lot to grow. You just need a couple plants at most. That's probably really all they allow you to have is like 2 or something. Put some tomato plants for the bugs to eat if they come in. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. It's an interesting thought, you know. It'd be a nice way for me to get out more, you know. Go in the backyard, do some gardening. Get me out of the house. I need more shit like that. How much 2 is? Honestly, I don't. I don't know how much you could get out of 2 plants. If it's a good place, if you keep it in there. But yeah, normally I end up live streaming myself playing like games on Twitch or something. But I figured I've never done a live stream on YouTube before, so here we are. And you know, I don't really think that YouTube is a, you know, it's not like it's not a main hub for like gaming content, right? So I figured it might be cool to just hop on and see if we could talk to anybody. So far, I mean, I appreciate you shooting the shit with me for a while here, man. You know, there's not a whole lot going on here other than this conversation and the visuals. We can show that. Come on, YouTube. Yeah, older people and little. It's like the family spot, you know. More families are on here. I suppose. But yeah, I could imagine probably 2 plants would be too much for me, probably. 1 plant would definitely probably be enough, and you can't even like, you're not supposed to distribute that, so. Yeah, and you know, I don't really mind that. I think it's a little, YouTube is a little, I don't know, it's a little more family friendly than I think I am as a person, but, you know, I think YouTube in general is just a more casual and more put together place in a way. We can make it into stuff, yeah. Yeah, true. You can just use it to make edibles and concentrates. Turn it into gifts that make party at their house. Yep. Yeah, man. Dude, I wish I had friends that I knew that grew their own stuff. Like, oh, that'd be incredible. That would be awesome. Yes, sir. That would be pretty sick. That would be going to write my script. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I need it, man. I need something. It just sucks because like I've kind of the reason why like I like I like weed. I really do. But I don't like the fact that I feel like I need it to de-stress and calm down and like wind down to go to sleep and stuff. I don't like the fact that I feel like I need it for that a lot of the time. So and when I don't have it, it makes it really difficult for me to do those things, you know. So that's kind of where my position is on it. Like I want to figure out a way that I can, you know, not have to partake, but it's hard because I don't have any alternatives, you know, like there are other things that you could do to alleviate those symptoms, but at the same time, you know, I want to have a more natural like way of handling stuff, you know. I mean, you know, weed is natural, but you are right. I mean, everything's a drug. Our brain is chock full of them at all times. So, even if you know you even when people say, "Oh, I'm sober," it's like, are you really sober from dopamine? Are you sober from serotonin? You know, like you're not. You probably get high on like fucking, you know, gym progress and like making money and shit. So, yeah, yeah, it's true. Um, Well, I can't really say that like you know, yeah, I don't know. Are you saying how is weed going to hurt my life? I mean, it's not THC itself, you know, and it's not the plant that's doing the damage. It's like it's how you consume it, right? Like smoking. Healthy is not what is best for you at that time. It's what's best for you for your future. Right. Keeps you alive on the longest timeline. Right. But it's like, you know, yeah. Yeah, I mean that there's some truth to that. And if you're stressed or whatever, you're killing yourself. Right. And that's the endless like cycle, like the trade-offs. It's like, yeah, it does help. It does help for your stress and like mental health issues, but it's more like a band-aid as well. Like instead of developing like healthy, you know, long-term healthy coping mechanisms, stuff that's, you know, coping mechanisms that don't involve you having to damage your lungs and everything. So I feel like that's the kind of thing that I struggle with, is like I don't have a lot of ways to cope with, you know, the stress and all that outside of it. So I end up kind of freaking out when I don't have it. But because you know, I don't know, I get really like pent up. I don't have, must not be your script. It's cool. I'm not sure what you mean by that, by it not being my script. But yeah, I don't know. Because, you know, who knows? Maybe my mental health would never be any good if I just never smoked. But there's some truth to that, probably. Like, if I haven't developed any healthy coping mechanisms at this point in my life, you know, what would I have done without the unhealthy coping mechanisms? I don't know. You know, what terrible decisions might have I have made without, you know, the support that drug gives you, without the boost. Froze again. Oh shit. Of course. Totally closed it out. It's all old people and kids. Well, oh shit. I'm not exactly a child, but or are you a child? Okay, I thought you said you are a child. I was like, Um, yeah, I'm like 25 years old, so pretty young, pretty young. But not quite a child. Sometimes I feel like one, that's for sure. But for some reason, I don't know why, but YouTube like didn't like that comment. It's like, oh shit, are you a child? It was like it held that one back for some reason. I don't know why. Like what? I'll be right back. Age to have some spending cash you can't spend. See, just the age to have some spending cash you can't spend. Sadly, yep. I wish I had some cash to spend. That would be nice. Gotta get some Mountain Dew going. God knows I'm running low on the dope. The dopamine. But yeah, man, this has been chill. I'm not really used to just sitting here talking, but yeah, I mean this is cool. I like the fact that we can just kind of vibe out to some Armored Core, some of the Armored Core soundtrack, and just talk about stuff. Just hang out. How old are you, man? If you don't mind me asking. Going for over 2 hours, though, I think. Not quite. We're almost at the 2 hour mark. Probably ended soon after that. You're letting other people tell you how old you are? Uh. Yeah. Did not get birthdays. Like, your parents didn't, like, celebrate your birthday? How do you feel about that? I mean, nowadays, I'm at the age where I really don't like celebrating my birthday, but... Oh, you do not know how old you are? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Gotcha. You do know your birth date, right? I mean, that's all you need. But oh, I think that is dick. Huh? Okay, I don't know why YouTube is being so funky. I think that is dick. Yeah, sorry about the chat not putting through every message. I can probably maybe chat filter, community moderation for the channel blocked words, community defaults, hold potentially. Okay, let me turn that off because I don't really know why it's being so finicky with what some of the stuff you say. YouTube might be more family friendly, but this channel can't say it is. I cannot say that it is. But yeah, you know, there's a, I don't know if you're aware, but I've got a video going up tomorrow morning, a little vlog, first of a few parts. So I kind of just wanted, since that's going up tomorrow, I figured I'd do a stream tonight, see what, you know, what the deal is with this kind of thing, you know? Get the first one done and out of the way, and then future streams should be easier to sit down and do. You know, this should hopefully become a semi-regular thing. I can't really say how often I'm gonna sit down and do this, but at least while when I'm not, you know, doing any video editing or rendering or anything like that, I could be doing, you know, a live stream or whatever. And I'm kind of curious too. I mean, we've been going for 2 hours. My camera is plugged in, so maybe that's helping it go for longer. Normally, my camera would die by now. And I wasn't sure if I could charge and have it connected to the PC and, you know, have everything come through on the stream with it charging at the same time. My son is not that much younger than you. Oh wow, that's cool. It's cool to hear. Um, how old is your son? if I can't get your exact age, then let me go after your son. Do you think would help a person if you had kids? Do I think would help a person if I had kids? I'm not sure what you mean. Would you want to do birthdays? Would you not want them to think that? Or would you not want them to think that? Okay. I don't know. I mean, birthdays were always, you know, a tradition in my family, but they always kind of felt a little weird. I mean, I loved them, but I think I would do them for my kid. I just I don't know if I would do anything that, you know, that insane for them. I probably wouldn't like spend insane amounts of money for their birthday. I would just, you know, hey, you're another year old. It's been 365 days. Let's, you know, let's get together. Does it help you? Um, it can. It can. It can be, you know, just a reason, you know, for people to get together around you, which, you know, in a way it kind of sucks that we have to. This is what I'm asking. I did not have it. Why? Um, um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if celebrating birthdays helps you. Um, I mean, it's a good way for people to get together. A good reason, I guess. A reason. I wouldn't know. I don't know if it's a good reason, but I don't know. I guess it could kind of suck if that's the only time you ever see people is for like those special occasions or those occasions. But you said you didn't really get like birthdays. You're talking about birthday parties, right? So should I not be mad about it? Uh, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of up to you. I'm not saying if, you know, if you should be upset. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know if you should be upset that you didn't have your birthday celebrated as a kid, but um I mean, you know, if you want to be upset about it, that's totally your. Yes, I did not know people did that. Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess if it's not really a traditional thing where you're from, um, then I mean, there's no reason. Let's say you started in a cult. Okay, I got you. I got you. Interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. First of all, sorry that you had to grow up with that. Um, yeah, that's pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really say that I've met someone that really, you know, was in that situation where they just never had their birthday celebrated. That's I don't know. I mean, are you okay? So, I guess my question is, are you? Oh, my camera just went out. Just as I was talking about it. And maybe it just, well, I mean, I guess it's still on, but it's probably getting to near that time. I'll probably end the stream here soon. As long as we're still showing up, though, I guess it's okay. It feels different for me and you. Oh, there it goes. All right, let's take that off. Take that down. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end the stream here soon. But yeah, I mean, yeah, things are, things are definitely different for me and you. We probably are in different, pretty different situations. So we might not agree on everything, but did not get birthdays. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just I don't really know I don't know what it would be like if I didn't grow up having my birthday celebrated, so I can't really say if it helped or hurt me. I mean, I think it was nice, to have my family come around and kind of prop you up a little bit and celebrate your life. But what is the point? Like birthday parties, it's really just like I mean, there's really no point to a birthday other than like, oh, okay, I see why weed scares me. I mean, it doesn't scare me. It's just I don't want to have to, fully, like, I want to be able to rely on myself rather than, an external substance, I guess. That's all. And that's like a personal thing, like that has, I don't expect other people to feel that way or anything like that. But I just know that smoking weed isn't something that I've wanted to do when I was a kid, right? Like it wasn't something that I told myself I wanted to do. I guess it just kind of happened. Sorry, I did I. Sorry, man. It's hard for me to think about it. Go watch it again. Yeah, I'll go back and I don't remember. I just don't remember saying that I was scared of it. That's all. So I'm definitely not scared of it. I just I don't know. I just don't want to have to be all in on it. I guess I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I think since the camera's out and everything, I'll probably try to wrap up the stream here. But I appreciate you stopping through and having a conversation with me. For the stuff you needed its help on, right? So instead of instead of developing more like healthy coping mechanisms for the stuff that I've gone through in my life, I've ended up relying on weed for it. And now when I don't have it, I'm stressed out. I can't regulate my emotions as well and stuff like that. So, and that is the birthday. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, it's the level line. And not the up and down. The level line and not the up and down, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's, but I don't believe that life will ever be a level line, There's always going to be ups and downs. But yeah. And I guess and it's not so much like it's the fact that I need money to be able to get it. I think, and at my current stage in my life, it's kind of difficult to justify spending money on the stuff when I need so many other things. But that is what a birthday does for you, right? So it's the slow march, the level line. Yeah, sorry, the lines that you're drawing with the birthday is a little hard for me to understand, but I think I'm trying to understand, but for me is what they think I am. That is what a birthday does for you, right? So are you saying like birthdays and like celebrations and stuff like that are used as like a replacement for drugs? I don't know. I don't know. It was a cult. Oh, it's the slow march. For me is what they think I am. It was a cult. Yeah, sorry, I don't totally know what you're describing, but sorry, brother. Yeah, we kind of ended up going all over the place, haven't we? Sorry, I'm not really following what people saying. This would be funny, I think. Let's see what happens. Yeah, sorry, brother. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the stream here now, but again, I appreciate you coming through and chatting up a storm here. Hopefully, I'll be back, another day back on YouTube. You're old or you're a child. Yeah, it's true. But I'm kind of a bit in between, though. And myself, I'm like not a child, but I'm not quite old either. So I'm definitely a bit not in the target demographic of YouTube. but I don't know. Well, maybe that's all right. Maybe we don't need to be the target. But anyways, thanks for coming through. We'll hopefully talk to you again soon. And yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming by the stream. Don't forget, if you haven't, subscribe, like, and everything. Yes, but your year, so you're getting. But your years, so you're getting older. Lol. But every year, yeah. I mean, it's true. I guess, right? I definitely feel old. I feel like a child, but I also physically I feel like an old person because I've got a lot of, limitations physically with my body, but all right, brother. Thanks again. I'm going to go ahead and end now, but we'll hopefully talk to you again soon here. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll hopefully see you around again soon. See you, man.